Well, well, well. What do we have here? Welcome back to another new hero addition into the Empires and Puzzles roster of new heroes that are coming out every single time I open this game. And it's the Covenant summons this time. And there are, I think, three new heroes that were slated to release. Yeah, so it's Dabria, Staintongue, and Greel, 3 star. Looks impressive, but it's just a 3 star. But, anyways, we'll go through all three of them and maybe just have a look at them while we try to understand what's going on right here. There's also a return of Hawthorne, as well as I think this is the first time that they're featuring a costume in the Covenant Summon. Usually, you don't get the costume, like for example, with Baldur here, Poseidon. You don't really get those costumes, so it's kind of a well, I guess it's kind of like a money grab because I know some people would want to get costume Ariel because it's definitely an upgrade over the normal side, the regular side of Ariel. So let's look at Dabria first. So it's a 5 star yellow monk. So this is part of the Abyss Hunter, which means she will get the defense buff instead of the attack buff by the Plains Hunter, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and they do get some special effect during the Monster Island, which is coming soon. They have this damage over time special, which pretty much is basically 50 damage per turn that stacks all the way up to 500 damage per turn, but usually never gets there. So I mean, it's an added bonus. It's fun. This one is the good one. Whenever they cast their special skill, you can kind of transfer the latest ailment back to the enemy. And why this is important is when you get mindless attacked, when your ability changes to mindless attack, you can actually charge this hero up, and she will transfer that mindless attack to the enemy, which means they don't have they don't get the mindless, they don't retain the mindless attack. They will send it back, or if they don't have any ailments, they do recover 8% health, which is actually really good for this hero. I think it changes based on the speed of the hero, as we'll look at it on the next one. So the skill is Liturgy of the Fallen. Each fallen ally has a 40% chance to get revived with 20% HP. So it's basically a reviver. All allies regenerate 894 HP over 4 turns, starting low and increasing every turn. And all allies get plus 24% defense for 4 turns. The defense increases by 10% each turn up to 54%. So after 3 turns, it's where it's pretty much like the highest defense and one of the higher HP regenerations you can get from him or her or it, whatever. Uh, so it's kind of good. It's a reviver that you can kind of use for offense or for defense in regular wars. I can see this being placed at like the wing or as a flank to kind of like basically um, boost up your heroes, or if like let's say they kill the tank, you can kind of revive the tank. 40% chance is pretty decent actually. So it's kind of a good hero. Is it a must-have? I'll just like to preface this by saying that none of these heroes are a must-have. They are definitely alternatives. They are definitely heroes that you can use other than them. So I don't suggest people to chase heroes these days, especially with the rate of heroes that they're coming out with. It's just crazy sometimes. So yeah, but it's still a decent hero, I would say. Really has a lot going out. The order of which the abilities are is what makes her better than most of the revivers. You revive first, and then you give the HP generation as well as the defense up, which is really good when you think about it, because you revive with 20% HP and then you are regenerating HP at the end of your turn, which is where you want to be upon revival. So yeah, really good hero. So next one, Staintongue, 5 star paladin at green. Same passives. So this one is the defense passive. the damage over time, as well as the hunter sense. So yeah, with the mana speed being fast, they only recover 5% health. So I think it's like 5, 8. Gore Tooth was like 3%, so 3, 5, 8, and I think as you go to slow, I think it's about 10%. You can look at Otis, the red slow one, maybe that's about 10 or 12%, somewhere there. So Mallet Swing of the Beast, very literal. Deals 330% damage to the target and nearby enemies. That's really high, by the way, based on his attack stat as well. If you look at it, 1000 and 330% damage to the target and nearby enemies is really strong. The target and nearby enemies get minus 30% accuracy for 3 turns, which decreases by 10% each turn up to negative 50%. Really good as well. So if you can't kill people, you can use this as sort of like a support, or you can use him in your main offense team. It's reminding me of Vainamoinen from the Kalevala portal, but of course this one it's only to the target and nearby. Vainamoinen is to all. As well as if they aren't dead just yet, they do get 342 poison damage over 3 turns, which I mean it goes up with attack, so this one will be up to 405 poison damage over 3 turns, which is roughly about 135 damage per turn, which is kind of good actually if you look at it. This is one of the, I mean there's a lot of iterations of fast hit 3 greens that again, this is not something you would chase. I would say you can chase, but it does have quite a good and high damage ratio here. So I can see people wanting this just for purely the damage. Right, so now the last one is Greel. 3-star, very slow. So you can see this is 12% health for a very slow, so that means Otis which is slow, is about 10% health. Stubby Reap deals 210% damage to all enemies, deals 315% damage to enemies with less than 50% health remaining. The caster gains 20% mana for each enemy defeated by the attack. So I can see this being a really strong hero for 3-star raid tournaments, very fast raid tournaments. So if you kill like I think 2 or 3 heroes, he will kind of be very fast, like really fast. So yeah, this is a kind of a good hero. Actually, I'm rather impressed with this. So we do have some other featured heroes as well, as I mentioned, Hawthorne, Malin as well, which was from the first ever Covenant summon, and then the costume Ariel as well. So we have 3 summons. We're gonna just do 3 and then we'll stop there. Don't really have any intentions to chase any of this, so we're just gonna do 3 for fun and see where we get. Mahigan, I would like the 3-star actually. Still haven't leveled my first Mahigan that I had. Gunnar, and the last one, some random nonsense. Yep, Basil. Alright, so that's it. Hope you guys have better luck at your pools. If you get anything, do let me know and see if you like any one of them. And yeah, good luck to your pools. GG.